Welcome to the journey of discovering the most beautiful and unique villages in the world. In this video, we will explore together the special villages, where time seems to flow more slowly, and natural beauty blends with traditional culture through each rooftop, pathway, and the lifestyle of the local people. These are villages that carry their own charm, some nestled among majestic mountains and forests, some surrounded by waterfalls, some resting quietly by the clear blue sea, and others hidden within deep valleys. Each village has its own story. Some villages have only a few houses built entirely from natural materials, passed down through generations. Some are covered in vibrant colors, creating scenery that looks like it came out of a painting. Some villages carry a medieval atmosphere, with stone walls, watchtowers, and narrow alleys preserved intact for hundreds of years. And there are also villages where people still live according to the customs of their ancestors, farming, weaving, fishing, or preserving traditional architecture. This journey will take you to many distant lands, where people live in harmony with nature and create spaces rich in unique cultural identity. Join me as we embark on an adventure to discover villages as beautiful as fairy tales, places that hold pristine beauty and precious values of the world. Before we begin our exploration, let's try a small question. How many traditional conical houses does the village of Wae Rebo in Indonesia have? Wae Rebo, Indonesia. Hidden within the Flores mountain range, the village of Wae Rebo is a traditional community consisting of only 7 main cone-shaped houses, called Mbaru Niang by the locals. These 5-level structures are built entirely from bamboo and thatch, following ancient construction methods passed down through many generations. The Manggarai people here still preserve their ancestral way of life, cultivating coffee and weaving textiles using traditional techniques. The village operates as an extended family, where all decisions are made collectively, and visitors are welcomed in the communal house. To reach the village, travelers must trek for several hours through tropical forest. Wae Rebo is recognized by UNESCO as an important cultural heritage site. Lauterbrunnen, Switzerland. Situated in a deep gorge of about 300 meters between towering vertical cliffs, this place reveals a remarkable natural landscape with 72 waterfalls cascading from above, creating a misty curtain visible from all directions. The settlement of roughly 800 residents lives in traditional wooden houses, relying on high mountain agriculture and tourism to maintain a peaceful pace of life. The Staubach waterfall, nearly 300 meters high, drops straight into the central area, becoming the spectacular focal point of the region. Below the valley lie vast green meadows, contrasting with snow-covered peaks rising beyond 4,000 meters, forming a natural scene rich in depth. This place is also considered the ideal gateway to the Jungfrau region, where visitors can easily access hiking trails, cable cars, and panoramic viewpoints. The harmony between snowy mountains, waterfalls, and rustic houses creates an atmosphere both peaceful and grand, attracting those who seek the pristine beauty of the Alps. Bibury, United Kingdom. Located in the peaceful region of Gloucestershire, this place is considered a quintessential image of the English countryside, with houses built from honey-colored stone reflecting a distinct classical charm. Most notable is Arlington Row, dating back to the 14th century, regarded by many as one of the most photographed spots in the country. These small houses were once used as wool processing workshops, reflecting the important role of the textile industry in the area over many centuries. The Chefchaouen River flows quietly through the village, its crystal-clear water weaving between green meadows and soft, drooping willow trees. Occasionally, trout leap above the surface, creating lively moments in the tranquil scenery. The peaceful landscape, ancient stone architecture, and gentle waterway make this an ideal destination for travelers who wish to experience the rustic beauty of the English countryside. Today, the narrow streets and old houses are still carefully preserved, creating the feeling of stepping back in time. The blend of natural scenery and traditional architectural elements helps this place maintain a lasting charm, becoming a favorite stop for photography and exploration enthusiasts. Santo Stefano di Sessanio, Italy. Located at an elevation of about 1,250 meters on the Gran Sasso Range, this place is a small community rich in medieval character, with around 115 residents. The houses are built from locally sourced limestone in a pale white tone, with red-tiled roofs and small windows facing the valley, creating an atmosphere that is both classical and peaceful. The central area has been preserved almost intact since the 14th century, with narrow cobblestone paths, intricately carved wooden doors, and walkways that curve along the rocky mountain terrain. The prominent cylindrical tower overlooks the entire area and once belonged to the Medici family, serving as a control point for the seasonal movement of livestock between the plains and the high pastures. The atmosphere here is deeply historical, with a slow pace of life, well-preserved ancient architecture, and fresh mountain air. Those seeking the ancient beauty of the Abruzzo region will clearly feel the harmony between people, nature, and enduring stone structures, making this a captivating stopover. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe to the channel to accompany us in the next exploration destinations. Riquewihr, France. Situated amid the lush green vineyards of Alsace, this place is a settlement rich in medieval character, famous for its Riesling winemaking tradition spanning more than 6 centuries. The colorful half-timbered houses lining the cobblestone streets create a vibrant and distinctive atmosphere. Many wrought iron signs hang in front of wineries and craft shops, evoking the nostalgic charm characteristic of the region. The central area is surrounded by fortification walls dating back to the 13th century, still preserved intact, allowing the entire village to retain its historical structure. Narrow, winding streets run between local shops selling traditional Alsatian products and souvenirs. Nestled among the ancient houses are small stone-paved squares and stone fountains that once served as water sources for the community. The scenery here is a harmonious blend of ancient architecture, vibrant colors, and centuries-old wine heritage. The peaceful atmosphere and carefully preserved cultural identity make this an appealing destination for those who love history, cuisine, and picturesque villages. Hoi An, Vietnam. Located along the Thu Bon River, this place was once an important trading port with architectural influences from China, Japan, and France, reflecting centuries of international commerce. In the late afternoon, colorful lanterns are lit along the riverbank, creating a warm and radiant atmosphere. Traditional wooden boats move slowly, carrying visitors between the floating market area and ancient temples, helping preserve the distinctive rhythm of life in this region. The ancient central quarter is carefully preserved, where the former merchant houses still retain their inner courtyards and traditional structures. The famous Japanese bridge connects the Chinese quarter and the area of the local residents, symbolizing the cultural bond formed over many generations. The peaceful atmosphere, narrow brick-paved streets, signature antique yellow facades, and the presence of traditional craft shops allow this place to maintain its full Eastern identity. This is one of the destinations that most clearly embodies the spirit of ancient Asia, where the once bustling trading port still preserves its unique character and has never lost its commercial soul. Albarracin, Spain. Located in the heart of the Aragon region, this place is an ancient settlement built on a high rocky outcrop, giving the impression of hanging suspended in time. The red brick and wooden houses are arranged along the natural slope of the terrain, forming narrow winding streets that curve at every turn, interwoven with the ancient walls of the medieval period. The defensive system from the 14th century surrounds the entire area and remains almost intact, encompassing the whole settlement. The central area is marked by the large cathedral, the dominant architectural structure overlooking the small alleys below. During the period under Arab control, the place held a name associated with the Banu Razin family, the group that governed this land for many centuries. The stone pathways, curving walls, and deep red houses create a uniquely recognizable ancient atmosphere. The combination of heritage architecture, the mountaintop position, and the medieval ambience makes this one of the most appealing destinations in the Aragon region, attracting travelers who appreciate history and ancient landscapes. Chefchaouen, Morocco. Located in the Rif Mountains, this place is famous for its cobblestone streets climbing up the slopes, surrounded by houses painted in various shades of blue. The closely packed homes form a network of narrow alleys and interwoven courtyards like a maze, offering a unique and peaceful atmosphere. According to local tradition, the Sephardic Jewish community that settled here in the 15th century initiated the custom of painting the walls blue to symbolize the sky and spirituality. The central area features a complex layout with many narrow lanes, small stone-paved squares, and craft shops selling traditional products. The wooden doors painted in the town's signature blue create a distinctive visual identity that captivates visitors at first sight. The atmosphere here blends local culture, long-standing history, and vibrant colors. The winding paths, stone steps, small shops, and the light reflecting off the blue walls give the town its own poetic beauty. The combination of mountain scenery and iconic architecture makes this one of the most impressive destinations in northern Morocco. Shirakawa-go, Japan. In the Shogawa River Valley, this place stands out with traditional houses that have endured for many centuries in harsh, snowy winters. These unique houses, called gashozukuri, feature large, steep roofs and are built entirely with wooden joints and ropes, without the use of nails. This design helps snow slide off easily and resembles hands pressed together in prayer. The local community still maintains traditional farming methods, including terraced rice fields and mulberry cultivation for silkworm raising. The rhythm of life here reflects the long-standing bond between people and nature, with agricultural techniques preserved across many generations. Thanks to its unique cultural and architectural value, the area has been recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site, attracting many visitors who wish to experience the authentic Japanese countryside. The peaceful atmosphere, the tall triangular rooftops beneath the white snow, and the surrounding mountain landscape create a serene yet profound beauty. This is an ideal destination for those seeking to experience the traditional spirit of rural Japan. You have just explored a magnificent place, so let's see if you still remember a small detail about it. What is the name of the traditional house style in Shirakawa-go? Nepal van Java, Indonesia. Located at an elevation of about 2,400 meters on the island of Java, this place is a mountain community surrounded by potato and cabbage fields stretching along the slopes. The traditional wooden and bamboo houses, with steep roofs and wide verandas, are built to suit the highland climate, helping residents withstand cold winds and frequent fog. The houses are painted in bright, lively colors, creating a vivid scene as they follow the natural incline of Mount Sumbing's slope. The entire settlement appears like a layered painting, standing out amid the agricultural landscape and light morning mist. The cool atmosphere and misty surroundings evoke the scenery of the Himalayas, the inspiration behind the Nepal-themed name. The rhythm of life here is closely tied to agriculture and adapting to steep terrain. Residents make use of every small patch of land for cultivation, forming the naturally terraced fields characteristic of the highlands. The strong community spirit, vibrant colors, and majestic mountain scenery make this one of the most unique destinations on the island of Java, attracting travelers who love exploring pristine mountain villages. Setenil de las Bodegas, Spain. Located in the Andalusia region, this place is remarkable for its houses built directly into the rock, using natural recesses as walls and roofs. The settlement developed along the canyon carved by the Trejo River, forming streets where thick layers of limestone hang overhead like natural ceilings. The two most famous streets are commonly known as the Sun Street and the Shade Street. where clusters of houses sit tightly beneath massive rock overhangs, showcasing the community's unique adaptation to the terrain. The name bodegas originates from the old wine cellars once carved into the rock to store wine and oil, reflecting the traditional lifestyle of the local population. The narrow pathways curve along the canyon, interspersed with small white houses clinging to the rocky walls, creating an atmosphere that is both cool and unconventional. The distinctive semi-cave architecture makes this one of the most extraordinary destinations in southern Spain. The harmony between nature and human construction, along with the long-standing history connected to life within the canyon, draws visitors who want to experience a village with a truly unique structure. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the upcoming explorations. Monemvasia, Greece. On an isolated rock mass connected to the mainland by a narrow causeway, this place emerged as a medieval stronghold concealed from view from the sea. The only route into the area is the bridge crossing the water channel, followed by an inclined path carved directly into the rock, leading visitors up to the ancient upper quarters. The higher settlement still preserves remnants of Byzantine structures and buildings reminiscent of the Venetian era, creating a distinct blend of historical layers. Life here unfolds slowly among small taverns, local shops, and old stone pathways surrounded by fortress walls. The name of this place means single entrance, describing its strategic position that rendered it nearly impregnable in the past. During the Byzantine period, it served as an important trading hub, and under Venetian rule, it functioned as a crucial naval base. The surroundings of deep blue sea, stone houses clustered along the slope, and the ancient ambience create a powerful allure. The combination of history, defensive architecture, and Mediterranean landscape makes this one of the most impressive destinations in the Peloponnese region. Troguir, Croatia. Situated on a small island between the mainland and the island of Chiovo, this place features a well-preserved old town with architectural layers built over many millennia. Roman walls intersect with Renaissance palaces, while bell towers and Romanesque-style buildings stand beside Venetian-inspired arcades, forming a richly layered architectural whole. The main axis runs through the center, connecting two city gates and guiding visitors along ancient stone-paved streets. Every stone and every wall tells the story of the eras that once flourished here. The nearby harbor welcomes both traditional fishing boats and tourist yachts, reflecting a lifestyle long intertwined with the sea. The atmosphere here is a harmonious blend of history and gentle modern life. The ancient structures retain their original character, while small shops, cafes, and the harbor create a setting that is both peaceful and full of identity. With an urban structure nearly unchanged after many centuries, this place has become one of the most captivating destinations on the Dalmatian coast, attracting visitors who appreciate architecture, culture, and the beauty of the blue sea. Iruya, Argentina. Located deep within the Puna region of northwestern Argentina, this place appears as though frozen in time, preserving the atmosphere of the colonial era. The adobe houses cling to the rugged mountainsides, forming natural stepped layers that rise one after another. Narrow, steep streets connect clusters of homes, guiding people through rustic stone paths and the surrounding high mountain landscape. Standing out in this setting is the 17th century church located in the central square, surrounded by colonial buildings featuring inner courtyards and characteristic archways. This area clearly reflects the architectural influence of the Spanish period while blending with the harsh mountain environment. The local community continues to preserve many ancestral customs, closely tied to highland agriculture and livestock raising on steep slopes. The slow pace of life, the sound of wind sweeping through the canyon, and the simplicity of the adobe houses allow visitors to feel the remoteness of this land. The fusion of majestic landscapes, ancient colonial structures, and mountain traditions creates a unique appeal, making this an ideal destination for those seeking the authentic beauty of the Andes region. Portofino, Italy. Situated in a natural bay of the Liguria region, this place stands out with rows of pastel-colored houses reflected on the calm water surface. The small harbor welcomes both traditional fishing boats and luxurious yachts, creating a blend between the old maritime lifestyle and modern tourism. The square beside the harbor serves as the social center, where locals and visitors gather amid the sunlit Mediterranean setting. The tall, narrow houses painted in warm hues stretch along the curve of the coastline, resembling a natural amphitheater facing the bay. From its origins as a fishing community, the area has transformed into a tourism hub while still preserving the spirit of the coastal fishermen. Its position between mountains and sea offers a peaceful landscape with small trails leading up the hillsides, providing panoramic views of the entire bay. The crystal-clear water, gently anchored boats, and bright colors of the waterfront buildings blend into a signature Ligurian scene. The tranquil atmosphere, charming architecture, and lifestyle tied to the sea make this one of the most beloved destinations along the northern coast of Italy. Roque-Gageac, France. Backed against towering limestone cliffs, this place developed in ascending tiers along the mountain slope, creating the rare and distinctive scenery of the Dordogne region. Stone houses climb upward in multiple levels, interwoven with gardens that take on a tropical feel thanks to the warm microclimate created by the cliff face. At the foot of the settlement, the gentle river reflects the earth-toned roofs and slate walls, bringing a uniquely poetic charm. The vegetation here differs markedly from that of surrounding villages. Palm trees, bamboo, and various citrus species thrive, creating a landscape rarely seen in southwestern France. The harmony between the mild climate, sunlight reflected from the rock surface, and the serene river transforms the area into a destination beloved by nature enthusiasts and fans of ancient architecture. The narrow pathways hugging the cliff, the ancient stone houses, and the lush terraced gardens create an atmosphere that is gentle yet captivating. The harmonious blend of river, mountains, and rock formations makes this one of the most beautiful ancient villages along the Dordogne Valley. Barichara, Colombia. Located in the Santander region, this place is a small colonial town built entirely from local limestone, giving it a bright appearance when sunlight falls upon it. White-walled houses with characteristic red-tiled roofs line the stone-paved streets, creating harmony between ancient architecture and the mountainous landscape. Finely carved wooden balconies adorn the facades, reflecting the familiar style of the colonial period. The central square is marked by a large church, surrounded by homes with spacious courtyards where greenery and bougainvillea bloom in vivid colors. Along the narrow streets are workshops and stores preserving traditional crafts, most notably stone carving and goat cheese production specialties closely tied to local life. The atmosphere here is peaceful, with every stone and rooftop reflecting a carefully preserved architectural heritage. The striking white tones under the sunlight, the historic character, and the gentle pace of life make the town an ideal stop for visitors who love colonial charm and rustic natural scenery. Castellfollit de la Roca, Spain. Situated on a basalt cliff more than 50 meters high, this place makes a strong impression with its gravity-defying position. The volcanic stone houses are built right along the edge, connected in a narrow architectural strip that stretches across the precipice, forming a natural wall overlooking the Fluvia River Valley. Among the rows of houses stands the Church of Sant Salvador, its bell tower rising into the sky as a striking focal point against the dark rock backdrop. The structure's foundation is embedded deep into the basalt layer, demonstrating the inhabitants' ability to adapt to the unique terrain. Cobblestone paths guide visitors through narrow alleys, opening up wide views across the Catalonia lowlands below. The combination of black volcanic rock and ancient structures creates a landscape full of dramatic character. The tightly packed houses perched along the cliff edge evoke a sense of both awe and nostalgia, reflecting a way of life shaped by rugged terrain. The peaceful valley atmosphere, the gentle river below, and the towering basalt wall make this a special destination for those who appreciate unique natural scenery and traditional architecture with a strong Catalonian identity. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this entire video. We truly appreciate your presence, and we are grateful that you chose our content among countless other options out there. Your support is what helps the channel continue to grow and bring new, inspiring journeys to life. If you enjoyed today's video, please subscribe to the channel, give it a like, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss the beautiful destinations in the upcoming episodes. Every single subscription from you matters and contributes to our ability to keep creating new adventures. We look forward to seeing you in the next video, where we will continue exploring more unique places and fascinating stories from around the world.